Good afternoon. As Chad said, I'm Baum, the CEO of Zipano Technologies. Zipano is a startup which is a spin-off from the Mobile Commerce Lab at Carnegie Mellon University. Some of the speakers today talked about privacy in terms of location-based services, and Zipano is trying to provide users of location-based services a better way to control where, when, and with who they share their location information. So I guess most of the people in this forum understand the market potential of location-based services, otherwise you wouldn't be here, I guess. Driven by factors such as the E911 mandate that requires all mobile carriers to be able to track the location of their users, the introduction of new positioning techniques such as Wi-Fi and Cell ID, and of course the growing popularity of GPS-enabled devices. In fact, in 2009, there were more than 800 million GPS-enabled devices worldwide. There is a consensus among analysts that the market size for location-based services is going to be a multi-billion-dollar market in the next few years. A recent research by ABI has put the number of $14 billion as the market size in 2014. And of course, application developers are not ignoring this phenomena and are constantly building new applications to take advantage of those advanced capabilities. I guess my number is not updated, just the people at Sky Wireless are constantly monitoring the number of applications. So currently there are more than 8,000 different applications on the different app stores, all providing value-added services to users based on their location. So this seems like a really rosy picture, a lot of devices capable of location-based services, a lot of application that offers advanced capabilities. But we're not seeing yet the mass adoption of those applications. Services such as Loop, Voila, and Foursquare have been getting tons of publicity lately, but are not getting the same amount of usage. And we ask ourselves why. We believe that one of the main reasons that delays the mass adoption of location-based services are privacy issues. Privacy in terms of location-based services comes in two flavors. On the one hand, which application can access the user's location, and how can the user control that? On the other hand, in the social networking context, how can the user decide exactly when, where, and with which of his friends he wants to share his location information? It all boils down to control. Services such as Facebook have been struggling forever with finding the right balance between their core functionality, which is getting users to share as much as possible, and their users' demand to more privacy and more control. We are all aware of the consequences of irresponsible social networking activity, as can be shown in these comics. And when you add location information to this mix, you get an even greater problem. This is what Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, has to say about the matter. The debate about privacy is really a debate about control. By giving people that control, we enable them to share more stuff. This is really interesting. Facebook started as a service that didn't believe that users need any privacy at all. With time, the people at Facebook understood that privacy is not really a nuisance, but is rather in the core of their value proposition. And they are constantly going through iterations to find the right balance. Going back to location-based services, this is what an iPhone user sees when an application tries to access his location. He will see this message time and time again. With the new OS 4, Apple allows users to see which application tried to locate them in the last 24 hours. But we believe that even this is a little bit too late. Going to the Android operating system, this is the kind of control that an Android user has over which application gets to use his information, his location information. The user will see this message only once when they download the application, and most of the users will not see this message again. I have some examples of the problems with privacy in terms of location-based services in general from the last few months. So Please Roam Me is a web-based service that collects user-generated content from different social networks and then provide users of the service with the ability to see other users' home location when they're outside of their house. Google Latitude is Google take on social networking, on location-based social networking applications. Just the other month, Google sent out emails to Latitude users, letting them know that they are constantly broadcasting their location to the world. And by the way, we've been talking to Google about Latitude, and they're telling us that the power user on Latitude have 5 friends on average. And we believe that that's a pretty lame number. And of course, there is the recent privacy fiasco from Facebook. Facebook decided that they can share users' information without other services, without the user's consent, and it quickly backfired at them. Enter Zipano Technologies. As I mentioned, we are a spin-off from the Mobile Commerce Lab at Carnegie Mellon University, and our privacy platform is based on research at Carnegie Mellon at CMU. We offer application developers and mobile application platforms a better way to empower the users to better control who they want to share their location information. Our data shows that when users have the ability to better express their privacy preferences and to see exactly who tried to locate them, they become much more comfortable with sharing their location information. And as a result, are sharing a lot more, and the applications become a lot more valuable. Locachino is the first service that is leveraging Zipano's privacy platform to give users more control over the information that they share. Locachino is a location-based social networking application that runs on Facebook and also has a Symbian and Android client. And I will show you a demo in a second of how it leverages our privacy platform to get users to become more comfortable with sharing their location information. So, as I mentioned, Zipano offers application developers and mobile application platforms a better way to empower their users to decide exactly when, where, and with who they want to share their location information. I want to share with you some data that was collected from the research at CMU, which really shows the benefit in Zipano's platform. So during the research at CMU, users were asked to define privacy rules. Those privacy rules were something like, I want my friend XYZ to be able to see my location only when I'm in certain geographical location and only during a certain time of the day. Other users were asked to define those privacy rules only by location, only by time, or using a simple whitelist. The result shows that users that had the ability to define rules by both location, times, and friends ended up with a much more accurate set of privacy policies. Moreover, the research shows that the whitelist simply doesn't do the job. And we believe that this is one of the main reasons why Loop and Latitude and other services of this nature are not successful as they should have been. Well, you might be saying to yourself right now, this is kind of obvious, but can you really make users define those privacy rules? And so the research shows that even users that define only one or two privacy rules enjoy a substantial increase in the accuracy of their privacy policy. And that's not the real benefit of Zipano's privacy platform. The real benefit is that when users have the ability to define more accurate privacy rules, they become much more willing to share their location information. The research shows that users that had the ability to define privacy rules by both location, times, and friend became twice as users that had the ability to define rules by both location, times, and friend were twice as much willing to share their location with their Facebook friends. When coming to sharing their location with advertisers, the number jumped to 2.5 as much. And there are other considerations that can help users to become more comfortable with sharing their location information. For example, giving users some default settings or personas that will provide them with some basic privacy rules from the get-go, or allowing users to see who tried to locate them and what was the result of those location requests. In fact, during the research, Zipano solution allows users to see this data, to see exactly who tried to locate them, what was the result of those location requests, and we asked users to provide feedback on those results. The research shows that users that had this feature turned on were 20% more likely to share their location with their friends. So Zipano Technologies is introducing a new privacy layer. We call it the User Controllable Privacy Platform, or the UCPP. The UCPP is a set of APIs that resides between the application developers and the platform providers. For application developers, we offer the ability to streamline the development of new applications by using our ready-to-use privacy platform. For platform providers, we offer the ability to enforce our privacy mechanism on all applications that runs on their network. For both groups, we offer the ability to enjoy the higher usage level and the higher adoption rate that's provided by Zipano's privacy platform. So what is the UCP in a nutshell? It's a set of APIs that gives users, that allows easy integration of the privacy preferences editing interface, location request processing tools, and user request auditing interface. Our platform is highly scalable. We built it from the bottom up with Facebook and Verizon scale in mind. It provides extremely low latency to comply with the requirements of different platforms. And it also provides different authentication plugins, such as OpenID and Facebook Connect. All in all, our platform provides the ability to capture and enforce a rich set of privacy preferences that really gets users to become more comfortable with sharing their location information and create more valuable applications. As I mentioned earlier, Locachino is a location sharing social network, and it runs on top of Zipano's platform. I want to show you a demo of how it works. So the basic functionality allows users to see the location of their friends and for their friends to see their location. What's more interesting about Locachino is that it allows users to decide exactly when, where, and with who they want to share their location information. Let's say, for example, that I want to share my location with my partners at Zipano, Paul and Norman. But I only want to do that during work time and when I'm at work. I create a new privacy rule, and I add Norman and Paul to this rule. The next step is to decide exactly when Norman and Paul can see my location. Since I'm working usually between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, those are the times when I want Norman and Paul to see my location. And now the next step is to decide exactly when Norman and Paul can see my location. I go to the map interface, and I create a box on the map around my office location, which is in the south side in Pittsburgh. And now Norman and Paul can only see my location when I'm in within this box. Of course, I can add other locations to this rule. Another interesting feature of our privacy platform is the ability to see exactly who tried to locate you and what was the results of those location requests. Here, for example, we see that Paul tried to locate me when I was in my house, and his request was denied. In another occasion, Paul tried to locate me when I was working from my office. In that case, his request was approved. But it turns out that at least one day a week, I'm working from my house. Using the information that I just saw, I can now go back to my privacy rule and add another location to it, my house location. So let's see what happened here. I started with a closed set of rules, and with time and with the understanding of what happens to my location request, I was able to open myself up and share more of my location with my friends. And that's what the privacy platform is all about. So the bottom line, we believe that one of the reasons that the location-based services industry is not as successful as it should have been by now are privacy issues. We show that when users have better control over the information that they share, they are much more willing to share those information and create more valuable applications. Zipano's user-controllable privacy platform allows application developers and mobile application platforms to bank on this insight and to unlock the revenue potential of location-based services. Thank you very much.